Hey everybody, and welcome back. Just got back from Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I just want to talk about some of the winners from that trip. There's some great coffee shops that I went to. Also, if you're heading there to ride your bike, there's definitely some good mountain biking out there. I don't know that I would say that I would take my road bike to Santa Fe. Just kind of looking at the town and the amount of traffic and stuff that's there. However, I did see a few people out on like gravel bikes and road bikes. And if you're inclined and you like to climb, climbing up Artist Road, which goes all the way to the ski resort, would be a great place to take a road bike. And I think you could start at 7,000 feet and then end at just over 10,000 feet. So it would be a pretty big, long, sustained climb for about probably 10 miles or so if you're gonna start at the bottom of Artist Road and then cruise up. So maybe definitely some potential for some road biking out there, but saw a lot more mountain bikes in Santa Fe, which was a lot of trail networks. We actually camped up near Black Canyon Campground, and there's like trails right from the campground there and a whole bunch there off of Artist Road, as it's called, as it heads up. So that's kind of the biking scene. Didn't really go check out any bike shops. Now that I think about it, it's kind of ironic that I didn't. Yeah, so let's talk about the coffee of Santa Fe. So I went to two really great coffee spots in Santa Fe. The first one was, it's called Iconic Coffee Roasters, and they have a couple locations around town. They have one that's kind of off the beaten path in this little bit of an industrial complex. And that was probably my favorite spot. And also, the cool thing about Iconic is I have some friends that are in coffee that are also interested in doing more food with their coffee. And having gone to other coffee shops that try to incorporate more food, I feel that Iconic really has it nailed. So you still have that very much coffee shop vibe. So if you walk in, you don't feel like you're in a restaurant. But if you're hungry, there's the option for a lot of really good food, and they have a lot of really good food offerings. I didn't really eat other than some of the pastries just because some of my dietary restrictions. There wasn't really anything on the menu I could order. However, I did have some of the pastries, which were pretty spot on and really good, which is also a good sign of a coffee shop. As much as I love the coffee, sometimes you have to have a really good pastry to kind of go along with that coffee, and Iconic definitely nailed it. They also have another shop off of Guadalupe Street, which is more downtown Santa Fe, and that one also is kind of a similar vibe, great food, again, really great coffee. So as I travel, I like to buy the t-shirts from the coffee shops that I like, and so Iconic was definitely one that I bought a t-shirt from. The second spot that I went to in Santa Fe, it was called Sky Coffee, and it's right down in the rail yard district. So there's like a really cool farmers market over there, close to downtown. If you like New Mexican food, there's a restaurant right there called Tomasitas, which has like that it's really good traditional green and red chili that you kind of find in New Mexican style food. So definitely check out Sky Coffee. Unlike Iconic, Sky Coffee doesn't roast their own. While I was there, they were serving Onyx, and if you weren't familiar, I think Onyx won Coffee Roaster of the Year last year. So this year it was won by local anyways, a Denver roaster called Huckleberry. Huckleberry Roaster, they won this year as the Roaster of the Year, but Onyx won, I think, last year or the year before that. So again, once I saw that, I knew it was going to be really good coffee. Really cool, smaller spot right off of the rail yard, so it's kind of a cool location. Definitely a great place to ride a bike to. If you're kind of camping or staying around town, you could definitely cruise a bike there. Plenty of space to lock up your bike. Or if you're thinking about going for a ride, there's plenty of trails depending on what kind of trails you like. There's trails around town. It would be a great spot to end at. Right there at Iconic, just because it's a really kind of cool neighborhood. So the rail yard area is this area that they've kind of turned around, and it just kind of has this cool vibe, and craft coffee really seems to fit in there. Again, if you like oat milk like I do, they both use Oatly oat milk, which I think is personally the best, but really good. Both locations also appear to make their own syrups. So if you like the vanilla syrups and that sort of thing, they kind of do them in-house as well. So those were my two. Went to some other shops, but just didn't quite fit the bill. So the two best ones, if you're going to be in Santa Fe, New Mexico, are Iconic. They have multiple locations around Santa Fe, so definitely check them out. And Sky Coffee, which is also another really great spot right in downtown Santa Fe. These are both on the coffee map. So if you go to www.overacupofjoe.com, you'll find both of these locations on that coffee map. So if you don't remember them, you can always look them up there and always reference them there. And if you're from Santa Fe, the New Mexico area, and I'm missing maybe a coffee shop that you think is on par with both of these, please leave a comment below and I'd be happy to add them to the map and get them checked out. So that's it for now, and as always, coffee, pedal, repeat.